Hello, welcome to this week's Learn Along with Lynn. This is the last Learn Along with Lynn of 2018, purely because next week the kids break up, next Wednesday, and I'm going to take some time off for the Christmas holidays, regroup, work on my own websites, and hopefully come back stronger in the new year with loads of helpful content. So, happy Christmas, happy New Year. In the meantime, Pinterest, what's the point? Okay, Pinterest is a guilty pleasure of mine. I am quite a visual person, so I really do like Pinterest, and I like having a nose and seeing what there is and nosing at other people's timelines. But the point of Pinterest is the same as it is with all the other social media channels. Social media is social, and it's about building relationships. So it's about putting up interesting content that gets you noticed and people follow you and like and share your stuff. But this is Learn Along with Lynn. I'll start with your ideal customer and the information that you need to decide whether your ideal customer is on Pinterest. So, young audience, 36%, 18 to 29, 30 to 49, 34%. So it is quite young. 16% of over 65-year-olds use Pinterest. It's a small demographic, but if that's your audience, it's possibly a good place to go. Predominantly female, very much predominantly female. So if you've got a female audience, or it's the females that are the decision makers, Pinterest might be somewhere you need to go. Now, here's the interesting bit. A Pinterest pin is around 1,600 times longer than a Facebook post. Think about it. Your Facebook post is in someone's timeline until something else interesting happens. Pinterest pins are searched by topic. So if you're selling wedding shoes, you're not just going to be in someone's topic for 5 minutes. When someone goes and searches wedding shoes, there's a good chance that your pin is going to come up. So it's a lot more longer term sustainable strategy than Facebook will be. So it's quite a unique audience. And people spend about 14 minutes pinning every time they log in. So it's not just thumb wiggling and scrolling through. There's thumb stopping behaviour, and people share and people save to their boards. So Pinterest is a fabulous platform. For the demographic reasons that I've said. But let me tell you my little secret about Pinterest. Pinterest, as with other social media posts, doesn't really necessarily send links back to your website in the traditional sense of search engine optimization. However, it is searchable. So Pinterest pins will come up if someone searches geraniums for Christmas. I don't know if geraniums grow at Christmas, I'm sorry. But if someone searches for that, a Pinterest pin may come up. So this is the key to Pinterest. Pinterest is not just about sharing interesting stuff with other people's. It's about sharing the interesting stuff off your website. And that's how you make it work. So, for example, you've written an article about winter pansies. Okay? You've written an article about winter pansies, you've got some nice photographs of winter pansies, and you sell winter pansies. You were to put that on Facebook, it would stay in someone's timeline for, 5 minutes? If someone is engaged with it in the past, it might show up to them a few times, but it won't stay there very long. With Pinterest, it stays as a pin for a very long time. So it won't go out of date. One of my boards concentrates on social media and interesting social media stuff. And I'll see a nice infographic and I'll click on it. And the article's 2.5 years old. And sometimes that frustrates me because in the world of social media and SEO, 2.5 years old is no good. But that's how long your content can stay around. That's how many clicks can go back to your website over a period of 2-3 years. So you've got a blog, you've got a website. Share your stuff, your pictures from your website to Pinterest. So it's not just a case of going through and finding what you like and creating boards. That's one way of using Pinterest. But really it's to drive traffic back to your site. And Pinterest is probably one of my favourite avenues for doing that, and it's something I'm going to be exploiting in the near future, because I've seen websites that have 200 backlinks according to Google, because they've been indexed 200 times, and the 200 backlinks actually come from Pinterest. Yes, they don't pass link juice or anything else, but that's how their site has been found by Google and crawled. So Pinterest is not just a guilty little secret of mine, it's also a really good weapon in your web arsenal. Yeah? Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed it. I've tried my best to keep it to 5 minutes with the salient points. Pinterest is quite simple. Get on it, have a look, have a nose about. Once you're familiar with it, open a business account, and the world's your oyster. Any questions, please leave them in the comments and don't hesitate to ask. Thank you. Bye.